What's up, everyone? It's me, Adam Prime, and obviously I'm doing more Kamen Rider Revi stuff. And today I'm going to be talking about the SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Revi Rex Genome. And if you don't know what the SH Figuarts line is, it's a high-end, very nicely posable, very screen-accurate detail kind of figure. If you remember earlier on the channel, I reviewed I like to call the standard budget line figure, which was called the Rider Remix series, if I remember correctly. And yeah. Meanwhile, the price differences for 20 for a 2-pack with him and Vice, you get this one for 30. And then you have to go buy Vice for almost 50. Which, I get it. It does have a lot more stuff that comes with it. The accessories are there. The figures and quality are both there. Honestly, if you want if you're not going to get like a bunch, or you're not going to be getting, or if this isn't screen accurate enough for you and you want a really good figure, this is pretty worth at least if you want Revi. But it's so weird to have Revi without Vice, but they are sold separately, and this one is way cheaper. I think we're even getting a US release, so he's even, I think you can get him off Amazon and everything. I personally got mine from somewhere else. I got it from HLJ, and yeah, I can't wait to open him up. I usually like Figuarts. They're not like a line I try to get a bunch of. I'm not going to be like, I'm going to get all of Revice's forms. I'm like, no, I'll get Revice. And I usually just try to pick up, the, regular figures. I try not to go overall where it's I try to usually just get the cheap ones. But there are a handful that I'm like, oh, I do need that as a figure. And then you have all the SHF Gokus. But that's that. But you got the stamp right there, which I like. You got that on the side, or bottom rather. Got that on the side. Still tells you what it is. Tells you what this is. On the back, it shows you there's gonna be an SHF Evil, which I did not get. But it was too much for me personally. I'm like, I don't want to pay that much for him. So let's get him open, and I will show him off. And here is Revi, and he is a good looking figure. Like the metallic blue paint I'll use, the metallic-y purple looks. I guess I have a little bit of a little paint flub right there, but that's nothing too terrible. I don't even really notice it. And the helmet looks spectacular on it. Like the teeth and everything. It looks great. You got the gem-like eyes, if it will focus. But yeah, got that toothy grin. The back. This looks like, with a little slight differences, this guy looks like he could have hopped right off of the set of the show. You got the number 5 on his thing, and he does have his driver, which is pretty accurate. You can actually get it to rotate. So if you want to do any final attacks, it doesn't come with a clear screen for this or anything, but what are you gonna do? I imagine you can just pop this guy off. I'm not really gonna try to, but it's pretty much on a swivel, and you can. Oh no! Oh shoot! You don't want to drop your tiny Vice stamp, but I did. But yeah, this is a real tiny Rex Vice stamp. I do like that it still has clear plastic and everything, and it's really hard to see it, but yeah, just rotate this with your fingers back into place. And if you come to his side, you can slide it on like that, so you can put other stamps on there, which I do know other figures do come with other stamps. I know that Vice, I think, comes with an eagle stamp, so I guess that's something you can use on whatever. But to get down to his articulation, he has like a ball joint, and he can move his head all the way around. Yeah, he can move it all the way around. He can look down that much. He can look up pretty high, and you can move his head side to side because he has a ball joint in the head, and like the neck is its own little joint, and you can see it right there, and that can also swivel and move and all that fun stuff. In the torso, you have a ball joint, which, no, you cannot raise this one. Sometimes, like rider ones, you can like almost lift up and raise, but this one you cannot. But it pretty much has like two ball joints, like one here at like this torso piece, and like one at the abdomen, and then one connected to the crotch. But it's it can allow you to go pretty far back, and pretty decent ab crunch. In the arms, you got arms can move out that far. They can go all the way around. The shoulder pad is on a hinge and ball joint, if you can see it in there. And yep, those can hook up, go out. They usually just kind of move to wherever the thing needs it to move. He has a bicep swivel that can go all the way around. You got his arm joints, which gets about 90 degrees. And I do like the detail that his thumb is blue. Like, that's how the actual show would look. And I do appreciate that. And obviously both arms have the same articulation, you know. And move around. They can go in pretty much. They can go back. Has like a butterfly ball joint thing right there. Which, I like the posability in the arms. It allows you to really get whatever poses. I already told you that. Like I said, the driver can move. And the legs can go up that much. And yeah, this was the kind of joint like you could swing it down, you can kind of go back. It gets a little bit awkward because of the butt flap, but that's figures for you. It's kind of hard. And I imagine these suits, because I imagine these aren't that too far off from the suits. But yep, you got that. Got double jointed knees, so you can have him start kneeing people, just start going up. Obviously get him into a rider kick pose, and if you're so inclined, you can get a stand. The stand does not come with it, but it looks pretty good in that pose. It's like, it wasn't even that hard. Like, I think that's pretty cool. You can see that at the bottom of his feet, he does have the 5, like I showed earlier. He's got kind of a nice little ankle rocker on a ball joint. Got a toe joint right there. Toe joint. And yeah, double jointed knee. You know, he can do all sorts of poses, and I really do like that. But that's not all he really comes with. As you can see, his hands are like these kind of relaxed, kind of regular style hands. But you also have a set of open hands, which are pretty detailed. You got a set of grip. I'm trying to find what I'm looking for. You got some gripping hands for if you have weapons and such, which at the moment I do not have these, so there's no using them. You got a pair of clenched fists, and you have, I guess, smaller little grasping hands, and that's so you can, if you pop this off, you can, I think the whole thing was supposed to be able to fit the vice stamp. Yeah, there you go. Fit the vice stamp in the hand, and I guess you can, this is how you change them out. It's pretty simple. Little ball joint, the hand, put the little vice stamp hand, you put that on your little wrist joint, which, like, these wrists are a little restricted because of all the junk around it, but you can move them pretty much however you want. So you can get him holding on to his stamp. You can even have him in the pose. You can get him to stamp his own titties so he can get those T-Rex thunder thighs, which we only saw like twice and once in the movie. But overall, I really do like him. I think he's a really solid figure. But for comparison, let's bring in his not as expensive brother. I guess let's get you back. Let's get you back in a regular thing. But let's give you an open hand. I don't know why. Let's just give you an open hand. You know, so you can. Oh God, but the hand does not want to stay on for some reason. There we go. I got it. Got his hand. So there he is next to them. And like I said in the video for him, he is not bad for the price. And he's not bad for the price either. But like I said, you get Revi and Vice in this set. And obviously you get some compromises because this does have a gimmick. And it has to be the T-Rex form. And unless you really want that T-Rex form, like, go with this. This looks so much better. Like, look at the helmets in comparison. But I do like that they both have the details, so if you really can't afford to get both of these guys, it is cool that there's at least an option that's just as good for figures who I feel like do a decent job, but the articulation on these guys are so much better. But that's him with himself. There you go. But let's also bring in some others. We got 01. He doesn't look too bad with 01. Here he is with Geo. Which, yeah, he looks, again, these are other two SH Figuarts, so it makes sense that they look good together because they're all the same line. And honestly, what else can you really ask for? Here he is with the Figuarts standard, which he is a little bit bigger, but not by much. I think that works. So it's like if you really can't track down a Kuga SHF, yeah. So he'll even fit in with your Figuarts standard rider model kits, but here he is with Spider-Man, you know, bring in Marvel Legends if you're more of a 6-inch collector. I think he looks good. I think that works. That works for me. I don't really have a problem with that. So, overall, let's get these guys out of here. Overall, I really like this figure. I think it's really good. I think he's fun to pose, and I think especially when you have that Vice to go with him, you could have a really good time trying to figure out poses for them to do together. Like, I can only imagine what, like, people who really could have the setup and everything to do things. But I'm gonna try to do my best. See what kind of pose I'm coming up with right now. I'm just going with it. There we go. There you go. Like, I just like this figure a lot. I honestly just like this line a lot also. I do like Figuarts. I think they look good. I love the helmet with the compound eyes. It's good for the price, especially since this is one of the cheaper Figuarts, and I feel like you could probably find for a decent price. Like I said, it's on Amazon Japan. It comes with a bunch of hands, not like a crazy amount, but enough to do what you need to do. So it's like if you just want clenched fists, you got open hands, you got grabby hands, even though it doesn't come with anything. But like I said, you get Vice, you'll get his weapons and everything else. So I like this guy a lot. If you guys could find him, I'd say pick him up if this is one you've been eyeballing. Again, if you're a person into posing like me, you'll really like him. But if not, like I still stand by that this guy isn't that bad. Yeah. Yeah, give him a pat on the head. There we go. There. He's like patting his head now. Yee. I guess I'm making this head pat happen. Boop. Alright. I've just been having fun. I hope you guys liked this video. Do you guys have any thoughts on the SHFs? Do you guys want to see me review more figures? Because I do have a bunch more I can review, and I'm thinking, you know, because I'm getting into a little bit of a dry spell of running out of stuff that's really, like, current to review. So, maybe expect more figures. At least expect the Vice. Because, you know, I have the Vice, and I already did the Revi, and I already cover a lot of Revi stuff, so might as well cover the Vice. So, wait for that video. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, leave your comments, and until whatever I do next, bye.